Listen up, my people. Most of us go through life without ever thinking about what it means to be truly great. We see greatness in people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Mark Zuckerberg. We watch them and think they are special, born with gifts we can never touch. So we label them great and call ourselves mere mortals. You see, my friends, that's exactly why most people never taste greatness. They treat it like it's a magical mountain that almost nobody can climb, and they never even consider trying. So here's the truth. We are all mere mortals. We all bleed. We all feel pain. Any one of us can become great if we decide to seek it out. Greatness isn't about being perfect, my friends. Greatness is about taking every flaw, every ounce of energy and pouring it into something you want to master. It's about ignoring every person who says it's impossible. It's about going beyond reason and paying the cost. Let me tell you something. I read about a man by the name Joseph Keating. Back in 1950, he was an Air Force pilot working on experimental aviation and skydiving in New Mexico. Nobody knew who he was. He wasn't some big name or some hero with a best-selling book. He was just a soldier handling his business until August 16, 1960. That's when he put on his red duct tape parachute, climbed into an open-sided gondola attached to a helium balloon, and floated almost 20 miles above the earth. When he reached 102,850, so high that the sky changed from blue to black, he unhooked his harness and stepped off into space. He fell for nearly 5 minutes, reaching a top speed of about 614 miles per hour, dropping over 80,000 feet before his parachute opened. Nobody was there filming it for TV. Nobody was there to throw him a big party. He wasn't trying to be famous. His mission helped pave way for future space flights, and he also found a new realm inside himself. So now think about that. Joseph Keating wasn't after fame. He was after the unknown. He wanted to see what could be done. That's greatness in motion. It wasn't the free fall or even that he broke a record. It was his willingness to put his life on the line for something bigger than himself. He bet on his own will and skill, knowing that he might never make it back in one piece. So you see, I don't jump from the edge of space, but I know that thin line where the sky shifts from blue to black. I really felt it in my gut. It's that line between good and great, a line that runs through every human soul, and most people will never see it for themselves, because to get there requires total commitment. There is no guarantee you'll succeed. There's no promise you'll be rewarded. You might fail and even fail harder, but that's what it takes. That's the price of admission. Success is just a mile marker, my people. Landing on your feet might look cool, but it isn't what makes you great. What makes you great is pushing your chips into the middle of the table, stepping up to that line and doing what needs to be done, and no matter the cost. Here's another thing, my friend. Our society loves to slap labels on us. We box each other in. We tie ourselves down to identities we never choose. Sometimes it's your family or neighborhood that decides who you are. Sometimes it's your culture or the group you run with. We let these walls become our boundaries. We tell ourselves we can't do this or we can't do that, because where we come from, nobody has ever done anything special. Or maybe you grew up privileged and people expect you to follow some neat little path. Either way, most of us are stuck in a place convinced that greatness is somebody else's game. Don't buy that. You can redefine yourself. You see, my friends, the problem is that most people can't see beyond their environment or the categories forced on them. From the time they were kids, probably they were taught what's normal and what's not normal. Maybe they grew up in a ghetto with boarded up buildings and run down schools. Or maybe they grew up in a place of comfort with parents that gave them everything they wanted. Both can be traps. Either you think you don't have enough to succeed, or you think you have too much to understand real struggle. If that's your mindset, you'll never go anywhere. Identity can knock you down, my friends. It can make you feel proud or accepted, but it can also limit your growth. Sometimes you want something so bad, like a job or a title, that once you get it, you stop trying new things. You never learn what else you're capable of. That's not how you find greatness. That's how you stagnate. Most times, my friends, the real trap is set by ourselves. If you come from a tough background, maybe you think you're doomed to fail. If you come from a wealthy background, maybe you think you'll never be as driven as someone who started the business. We all have reasons to give up. But those excuses won't help you find that next level. They won't bring you one step closer to being great. Wherever you come from, no matter your circumstances, it's your responsibility to look beyond your block, your neighborhood, your circle, and see a bigger world. Only then you can start exploring who you really are and what you can do. The path to greatness is not easy, but it is worth taking. I can talk about it all day. I can give examples, but I can't show you how it feels. I can't look into your heart and point to you that blue to black line for you. You have to be the one willing to dig deeper, suffer, and explore on your own. Are you willing to work with no reward in sight? Are you willing to sweat while everyone else is sleeping? Are you going to stand back up after life knocks you out over and over again? No mentor, no friend, no recruiter can make that happen. They can guide you, yes, but at some point you have to take the step yourself. You have to lean forward into the risk without any safety net. You see, people who are truly great are the ones who do the work when nobody's watching, are the ones that take it. Even when the chance of success is maybe even 1%. It's your duty to find that line in your soul and push yourself to the edge. It's your job to figure out how far you can go. Life is about growth, my friends. I'm telling you, it's about challenging yourself. It's about seeing just how much you can take. Yes, you might fail. Yes, people might laugh at you. Yes, you can feel like quitting. But if you don't even try, you've already lost. If you fail, you can always begin again. And when people think you're crazy for chasing some impossible goal, you can keep chasing. Just keep chasing. When your body screams for you to tap out, you dig deeper. Over time, you start to look forward to the discomfort, because that's where true growth happens. That's how you get from good to great. It's time to seek that line. The line that separates the average from the extraordinary. The line between blue and black. The hash in the sky where everything transforms. All that is within you. You got to put in the work. There's no shortcut. There's no special formula. The blueprint is simple. Keep going when you want to stop. If you're listening to this and you felt that spark inside your chest that said you are meant for something more, gear up, shift your mindset, redefine who you are and why you are here. Face your inner negative demons with your head high. Seek that blue to black line inside you. That's the age of greatness, my friends. Now it's on you to find it and jump.